All right, happy Sunday. Welcome. Here we are, week 8 recap. Just going to kind of go over the progress that we've made towards our 2024 goals this week. And I think I want to start it off with the most exciting news of all. So, I've been talking about being able to purchase the bike for the Ironman. And due to a few fortunate circumstances this week, we were able to purchase our bike. So, here she is. Very excited. I did get it out a little bit this week. Behind the stationery at the moment, but I feel like I got a really good price on it. Very, very fortunate. The bigger guy, it's harder to find a bike that will fit me in the price range that I wanted. So, thank you to all involved that helped. I really, really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and jump into the breakdown of the week. Here we go. Okay, well, here's the progress for our running this week, as well as bike riding. We are 173 kilometers complete out of 1,024. We did do only 2 runs this week. We were short on our runs as far as the mileage. And we were a little short on the bike mileage this week as well, but I did do 3 total rides. Again, still about 16% complete, so I've caught up to where I should be now. I'm back on track. I've basically used the extra mileage that I've banked. In the top 22%, that number increases, but I believe there's been more people joining the app as well. So I'm imagining this coming week we should break into that 200 kilometer milestone. If not, we'll be just very, very close to it. Overall, we're sitting 20,000. It looks like when we go to our age group, it's about 2,800 out of 17,800. So again, that number has increased as well. And then when we do our age group and our gender, it should put us right around fairly similar to what we've been for the most part, about 1,600, almost 1,700. And again, about 8,600 in that. So it looks like that number's actually kind of stayed the same. Again, we had a shorter week. So jumping back over to it, let's see what else. That's really about it for that part. So if we go into the individual runs and rides, we started the week actually with our long ride on the stationary bike, and that was 9.51 miles. It was long and hot. It was in the house, had the heater going with some colder weather outside, but it did feel really good to be able to sit on the bike for that length of period of time, as well as to constantly be pedaling that entire time as well. So Friday is when I bought the bike. Friday I had intended to run about 4 miles out at the park. I only did 2 miles on the run because I was very, very excited to actually get on the bike. So directly after that run, I jumped on the bike and went and ran just short of about, rode just short of about 4 miles. I gotta say, with my first ride on this bike, learning the shifting, the gears, uphills, downhills, and all the ins and outs about it, I had an absolute blast. And I can already tell I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy this aspect of the sport. Yesterday, Lily and I did a long 8 miles, a little bit shorter than normal, but a little bit chilly to start the day. It was actually snowing on us when we first started, and then finished with the sun out and about. But overall, it was a very good run. We were out there with the family and a few friends, and very good to see everybody out there. And then this morning, not an hour ago, I did my last ride, which had me at 6.5 miles. And what I did do for this ride is I actually increased the tension on the stationary bike to make it a little bit tougher. And I'll continue to do that each week to build that muscle mass and a few other things. So here is the breakdown of that didn't work out, of the ride schedule. Again, I am about 2 miles short this week because I added in that 4-mile bike ride, but I missed the first 6-mile bike ride on the stationary bike. All in all, the running is going very, very well. Push-ups are on track. We are back to full-time push-ups again, and we're back to focusing on quality, doing smaller sets, and overall, everything is going very, very well there. So, progress report has been complete, and let's jump off to finalize. Okay, well, welcome back. Here we are to kind of go ahead and wrap things up for this week. Again, big week. We were very fortunate to come across that bike in our size. Found it on Facebook Marketplace and snatched it up pretty quickly. It was a little bit higher than the spending range that we wanted to go, but it was well worth it. It's a bigger bike. It is a steel bike, whereas a lot of the higher performance bikes are like an alloy or even a carbon fiber, way out of my price range there. But with it being a steel bike, it's going to be heavier, it's going to be stronger, more durable. It's going to last my training session as well as the race for me. I will make a few upgrades to it, pedal replacements, maybe adjustments with the handlebars, maybe even the seat or the saddle, as it's called, and a few other things to just customize it to fit me over the next few months. But we have all the major equipment we now to train for this half Ironman. We are looking into a few ride groups and a few swimming plans as the weather gets warmer, and we'll continue to keep up with our running and our push-ups as well. We haven't released today's push-ups video, but it's a doozy. Lily is in for quite a ride this time. Let's just go ahead and say that. Anyways, thanks for all your support. Thanks for watching us. I appreciate everybody out there just kind of supporting us and loving us, and thank you for what you do. We'll see you next week.